Greetings viewers. So as you can see, I'm finally on the outside and the weather is not going well. But anyway, this little video is going to be showing that whatever has been going on behind the scenes of this, how can you say, trooper, a blue trooper, and also give you a little bit of a history lesson as to how this car becomes, like this, with fog lights and the roof scoops and the big wing and the mud flaps. So without further ado, I'm gonna show it to you. So this obviously, for those non-Malaysians or Singaporeans or whatever, this is a 2010 Perodua Myvi. It's actually one of the last Perodua Myvis that are available on sale back then, for this generation, the first generation. And my father literally bought this car new 2 weeks before the brand new one launched, which at that point is the so-called Lagi Best generation. And yeah, this is one of the last troopers. So as you can see, the looks of it, I did change it slightly compared to some normal looking Myvis. As you can see here, the bumper here is actually the 2005 pre-facelift bumper. You might ask, oh, how did I get it? Oh, it's easy, it's plug and play. And the difference is that the grille, as you can see here, the grille, I did something a little bit different. It's actually custom made. This grille surround is made for this bumper, but the mesh itself and the plate, those are all DIYs. Shout out to Zai Garage for that. And the fog lights, the big fogs, these are actually functional. I use it when the road is too dark, those spotlights are not there, or maybe say the street lights, like for example this kind, they are not there, then this one can be used for the purposes as you can think. And the skirt is also custom fit. Most of this stuff is custom fit, courtesy of Zai Garage obviously. And the fog lights is actually come from Shopee. You can buy it like 30 bucks, 30 ringgit for a pair. But keep in mind though, some fog lights you bought it from Shopee, you had to change the light bulbs because the light bulbs they came with is not the best condition, shall I say. And the headlights, if you notice, the headlights is a little bit blurry. Well, because the clear on it has been chipped off. Let's just put it that way. And I haven't really got my time to actually go and fix it yet. If you look closely here, you can see, you can see some cracks here, and yeah, it's just not good looking, I know. And if I have time, I'm definitely gonna get on to it. And the wheels, these are work Ehrling RSZ. As far as I can tell, the design wise is the RSZ. Whether it's a real Japanese rim or non-Japanese rim, I have no idea. I just grab whatever there is. And I just really like the simple 5-spoke design, and in white it looks so gorgeous. Yeah, that's the clean one. I know I haven't been watching car because car wash is not there yet. The shops, I don't know who will be there to open the car wash shop now. And the big selling point here to this car is basically the paint. Yes, it's a paint, it's not a wrap. This is a matte chrome blue, courtesy of Autopaint. Yeah. And this color is actually really gorgeous when you take care of it, definitely. But since I'm a youngster, youngsters drive cars really quick, and they don't care about whatever is going on, right? And you see there, the door there, there's a dent there, and yeah, I basically ruined this paint by the gloriousness of it. I've ruined it. Yeah, I know. But this car soon, if I have the chance to, I will change the paint of it back to something a little bit more normal. Obviously take off these mud flaps and this huge wing here, make it look more normal, and also take off the spotlights too. So overall, this build, I actually went for a rally style build, and I used to go for street, sort of, you know, like those street stands kind of thing. But the problem is that a lot of people is doing that style, which it doesn't really stand out anymore, on the Malaysian roads. So that's why I decided to go for a rally style instead, since not a lot of youngsters in Malaysia know about rally, huh? And when they look at the mud flaps here and the roof scoop there, the fog lights up front, the big wing at the back, they they thought this is ugly, and I can kind of agree with, because nobody is using yellow mud flaps. I know, but as an overall style, it's not bad. I keep it rather clean, right? At least it's not like those tribal stickers on the side and GT wing coming from the boot, and maybe some carbon wrap on the hood, or maybe those very very protrude fiberglass bumpers and fiberglass rear bumpers. Yeah, at least I'm not into that. So, and this yellow stripe here, this one courtesy of CT sign, and it's I think this yellow stripe here works really well to highlight the belt line of the car. This is basically the shoulder line of the car, and it makes the car looks more sportier, shall I say. It looks more like a GTI trim, kinda. Not really, I know, it's just the closest one that I can think of. And so, take a look at the rear here. Now the rear, I also did something a little bit more tame, shall I say, compared to some other people who dress up their Myvi. And all I did is tinted the half of the tail light, because tinted tail lights, modified cars, that is basically the thing. And I just trying to make it look cool, and I messed it up too. And the wing here is actually based on the R5 rally car, the Myvi rally car, and I find pictures of it, try to look for the closest spoiler of it, and this is the closest one that I can take. The angle of it is actually slightly upwards, so it's kind of like this, and whereas the standard Myvi spoiler, you get it's just rather flat, like that. And so these two surround here, these are fake, obviously. I just trying to make it look more, how do you say, aggressive, shall I say. It's just that I don't want to really ruin the bumper itself by cutting it, and that's why I decided to just do the surround. And I also custom fit a little bit of a diffuser down here. This diffuser here, the main part of this is actually the rear bumper of the Lagibus SE generation. So you can see the Lagibus SE generation diffuser is right here, and I just custom fit it onto the first gen. Now you can see the mud flaps more clearly, and obviously big tailpipes. It's not a modified car without a big tailpipe, isn't it? But don't worry, mine doesn't really make noise anymore. I have been silent it up because there's a regulation said you're not really supposed to have loud exhaust anymore. So that's why I decided to just shut it up. And hint, yeah, I did have this sticker too. Take a look at the other side. Overall, I think this car I dressed up quite okay. I can't say it's the best, definitely far from it, but I think for rather daily usage of car, it's actually really nice. As far as I can think lah. It's all personal preference. It's just my personal preference. And so this car back then, it's also the same blue, but I did do some rather questionable mods, shall I say. I put like double wing on it, and the wheels is this one, but in the red with in black with red trim around the wheel, and the stickers itself, it's like a red stripe. It's like a red stripe instead of the yellow stripe. And I also did like a Myvi DVVT red sticker here, and then maybe a racing number here. There's one point when I was in relationship, I put Kenny and Kelly here. Yeah, I did some questionable mods most of the time, but I didn't really went too far apart, like for whatever the car original looks. And as for the front I did change it a couple of times. The first setup I have is the 2008 facelift bumper, and that one is just normal. I didn't really do anything. That's the first setup of it. Back then I'm still rolling the stock wheels too. And the second setup of it, I did use the 2008 bumper, draw a line here, and make it like a black face. Some of my friends definitely know the black face era, and that is when I was just starting to get into car club activities, and it's not that great of a looker, shall I say, but it's overall at that point the 2015 SC just rolled out, and I just trying to look more like the 2015 SC, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's also a questionable mod. And the third setup I have is also the 2008 facelift bumper, but the plate itself, the plate area here has been smoothened up, and I put the plate on the side here for a little bit of a time, and then I put also another plate here for the different time. I think I put the plate on the side here for like a month or two, and then I decided to move it down here because it's more secure. And at that point I also had like the scratch marks and the glow in the dark, the reflective tape and everything. And yeah, that is very questionable mod. And also the fourth setup I have is the SE1 bumper, the one with the big gaping mouth. And that one I didn't really do a lot of it. I just rolling it with that bumper for a bit of a time until I can figure something out. And it wasn't until the start of 2020, end of 2019, I have this in my vision, and this is my final product here. So now let's take a look at the interior here. The interior, I also did something a little bit more, shall I say, uh, standard, but more modified, a little bit modified. Right. Okay. Now let's get in. Okay. So as far as the interior, I did change the steering wheel, upgrade the infotainment system, and I also hang some air freshener here. These are no longer air fresheners; they just hang there, and this yeah fallen off due to old car. And without further ado, since it's getting hotter, let's get into the car first. And let's just go ahead, start it up. Yeah, as you can hear, it is silent here. So let's close the door. Alright. Now, the interior of it, I didn't really do a lot of things. I did change the steering wheel. This is actually smaller than the usual steering wheel, and it's more, how can you say, I feel like I'm more confident holding this steering wheel. And the paint of it, yeah, I did paint this myself. Some of it has been chipped off, but still, the paint of it, yeah, it is gorgeous. And yeah, standard meter for the EZ model. Mine's not the EZI, so this is what you get for standard EZ model. As for the infotainment here, let me just adjust it a bit. If I can just move this away slightly. Alright, so the infotainment right now is in the USB mode. I've been listening to my own USB music for a while now. Sorry for the glare because we're currently under the sun, so you can see the glare a bit. But basically, they include the function of the disc, USB, micro SD, radio, Bluetooth, and everything you really need, to be honest. And it's also a touchscreen, which is really good. And you can change the background by just tapping this. Yeah, you can see it's coming back. It's actually got 4 backgrounds, I believe. It's not that that unique, but it's still there. And here's your volume up, volume down, your CD eject button, your power button is right here. Yeah, there you go. You can change mode from here. And yeah, when it pops back, sometimes it plays the music back. So I'm glad it didn't do it this time. And here's your next track, previous track. And here's where you insert your GPS card. Your SD card is coming from here. You just insert it here. And then this is where you insert your CD. So air conditioning, nothing else really special in here, to be fair. Excuse my water bottle. But it is a very standard car, but slightly modified, slightly upgrade. And yeah, that is basically it. So overall, this is a little bit of a tour to my car. And it's a little bit of an update video ever since last year, I believe. No, the start of this year, I haven't really recorded a video outside in public like this. It's just that recently in Malaysia, we finally get to come out. We finally get to just anywhere else if you got 2 doses of vaccination. And I did. I'm glad I did. So I can shoot some more videos outside public like this. And yeah, this is just a little bit of a video for my car, as I feel like I didn't really give any updates ever since my car has that front bumper in black, and I don't think I even have the paint on it yet. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, this is just a way too long need to be done update video to this little blue baby. And it's just that after a couple of months from now, it will be moved on. It will be handled by my brother, and I will be moving on into a car that most likely petrol heads are not gonna give any damn, but I'm trying to make it look slightly cooler if I can. We're talking about the typical Grab car here, the Nissan Almera, and in white too, so it's like a truly Grab car. And yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to make that look slightly cooler, if I may. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Please give me a thumbs up, and please like, share, and subscribe. The usual stuff. And stay tuned for more content to come. See you next time.